Foundations Unearthed. This book shares Marie Bauer Hall's journey to Williamsburg, Virginia, that first began in 1940. She shares how she uncovered codes from the Shakespeare literature and the George Wither books, and knew she had to go to the Bruton Church in colonial Williamsburg, Virginia, and Bruton Cemetery to find the answers to the codes she had deciphered. Through her codework deciphering of hidden codes placed in various writings contemporary to Francis Bacon, including a collection of emblems by George Wither, 1635, and a number of Shakespearean plays, found evidence that Nathaniel Bacon built a vault under the altar of the original Jamestown Church to hold documents he brought from England pertaining to the founding of America that eventually was to be placed in the vault beneath the Bruton Parish Church Cemetery. The story is filled with controversy and intrigue, how people tried to stop her discovery of the vault thought to contain the lost Shakespeare works, missing books of the Bible, lost Tudor records, and even Bacon's Freemasonic founding plan for America as the new Atlantis sealed for centuries in the Bruton Vault. In spite of every attempt to stop her excavation steps, she arranged for a company from Canada to do electronic, interterrestrial measurements. She did not give them any information about where she knew the placement of the vault was, but they found the vault in her exact determined location. After years of frustration, she was still not allowed to continue the excavation. She finally rested in the peace that the Masons were the true custodians of the cemetery, and could only pray that when the time was right, the Masons would be allowed to help release the vault that will not only reveal places in the United States, but places in Europe that hold the secret items. The Foundations Unearthed not only tell Marie's story, but also illuminate the paths to America's secret destiny waiting to be discovered. Marie Bauer Hall's relentless pursuit to uncover the truth inspires a new generation of scholars and historians to delve into the mysteries of the past, igniting a passion for discovery that transcends time.
Williamsburg. Marie Bauer Hall is urging church leaders to dig for the vault she believes will enlighten the world. But as our Margaret Douglas reports tonight, the church will have the final say.
I can prove it historically, philosophically, religiously, and then some. I dug up the foundation. How?
Flanked by supporters, Marie Bauer Hall insists a vault rests beneath historic Bruton Parish Church. She says it's the church's duty to dig it up.
I have nothing to do with it. This is going to be up to the vestry, and if the vestry is really religious and has a courage of its convictions, it should have done it long ago. So little Marcia here got him going and scared the life out of him.
Lady Marcia is Marcia Middleton. Last month, she led a group of Christian mystics who dug for the alleged vault without permission from the parish. Since then, the curious have come to Bruton Parish in search of a vault said to contain the key to world peace. Some church members say privately the only way they're going to put this behind them is to allow a dig. Only then will the mystics allow the church to get back to its business. But church leaders say they'll only consider a dig if it's not too disruptive. The decision to come in the next few weeks.
I doubt that Mrs. Hall's presence here in town will speed up the process as far as the vestry is concerned.
But Hall's support comes at a crucial time for the mystics, who believe the people are on their side.
We've had calls from all over the world of people that want to help support this.
But in the end, the church has legal control here, and only the church will determine when or if there's a dig. Margaret Douglas, Wavy News 10.
Bauer Hall and her followers are keeping up the pressure on the church's vestry.
Bruton Parish Church was filled tonight with the sounds of a visiting English choir, while a few blocks away at the Williamsburg Library, Marie Bauer Hall was telling how she came to believe that the key to peace and harmony lies buried in the Bruton Parish churchyard.
I admit it sounds nuts just talking like this about it.
This summer, followers of Mrs. Hall went digging in the churchyard. The vault they believe is buried here supposedly contains secret writings of Elizabethan scholar Francis Bacon. Mrs. Hall believes Bacon was the reincarnation of St. Peter and that the vault was built by Freemasons in the late 1600s.
They went 20 feet deep and made this brick chamber, an interterrestrial chamber, and the documentary aspect of the wealth, of the treasure, I had learned was sealed in copper cylinders.
Marie Bauer Hall's visit here to Williamsburg is designed to increase the pressure on Bruton Parish to allow a dig. But the vestry of this historic church remains unimpressed and determined to prevent this church from becoming some sort of mecca for New Age believers. In Williamsburg, Charles Murphy, Channel 12 News.
The vestry of the church has received several proposals from archaeologists interested in looking for the vault. The vestry will consider those proposals next month.